Today's adventure starts here. That's right, we're taking a train.
Reserved service, Martinez, Davis, Sacramento, Roseville, Colfax, Truckee, Reno, Salt Lake City, Glenwood Springs, Denver, Lincoln, Omaha, Chicago.
The California Zephyr. Except we're going east, so let's call it the Chicago Zephyr. So, here we go. 53 hours on that train. For us, that was it. Long enough, but it can be late. Hours late. Amtrak doesn't actually own the track, so it has to stop and let all the cargo trains pass. But anyway, here we go. The family room. And a general disclaimer. It is the only room on the train that has windows on both sides, which is crucial if you're here for the view, which you probably are, which compensates for a lot. Hang on to that thought. Okay, so where are we?
No idea.
Looking track in to the right. 631, what room, honey?
15.
15? Into the right, all the way back, please.
Okay.
Train 6, eastbound, California Zephyr Road to Chicago, making all intermediate stops. Thank you and good morning.
Our first impression was, what? That's it? It is very small. Words fail me to express how small it is. Numbers don't. About 1.5 meters by 3 meters. That is not ample space for 2 adults and 2 children up to 12. Whatever the website says. It's a broom closet. But look, windows on both sides. You are quite low, but most of the time that's fine. But let's take it in some order. Here is the daytime configuration. A bench on which 4 people might, I suppose, perch uncomfortably. Lay down for a nap, only if they're still undersized. You get 2 pull-out tables. There are also 2 seats, 2 sides of one of the tables, from which you might infer that 2 people could sit here facing each other, where you'd be wrong, unless their legs have been chopped off at the knee, or braided together. We did manage this. That is a very puzzling feature. You also get reading lights. They worked. Temperature control, which wasn't doing much for us, but it was comfortable. A car attendant call button, which we didn't think worked. Turned out it did. A few words on the service later. Power socket, just the one, so bring a divider. Also, it only worked if tilted upwards. So bring tape, or you'll be standing there holding it for hours. There is also this small shelf featuring a box of tissues and a small bottle of mineral water per person. And a closet which looks big but it isn't. It's so shallow that our coats didn't even fit in all at the same time. And there aren't 4 of us here. Day or nighttime configuration, there is no storage room whatsoever. I mean, if you keep one of the bunks down, you can use it as a shelf during daytime. You're allowed 2 bags per person carry-on, but seriously, don't have that much. Whatever you basically can't hold in your lap all of the time, will have to go here on those shelves, right by the door and completely unguarded and where you can't see what's going on. And this train is a stopping service. So, anything you don't want anybody just walking off with, well, don't travel with, but if you absolutely have to, check it in. A few words on the check-in and baggage reclaim procedure also later in the video. Right, for the sleeping configuration, the bottom bench pulls out to form what's supposed to be a double bed. I do not know him for some very, very small people. And even so, with the bed out, there's basically 0 floor space left. The longer of the 2 top bunks is alright as a single for a medium-sized, not very tall person, like myself. The second bunk, well, it's 145 centimeters long, exactly gremlin length. Now.
You look under the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
My knees really close.
Okay.
But that's only because I always sit like that.
Okay.
I don't. So if your child's about higher than 145 centimeters,
It's too short. Give it another year and I don't know how it'd sleep here. We're not even terribly big. And, 3 days on a train with children any younger, well, I wish you good luck. 9 down, 43 to go.
why did you take me on this?
The single step ladder means that even though you can move it, at night somebody doesn't get it. So it's either thread yourself through the safety straps or jump down if you need the toilet. Younger travelers might have an issue. So it's not for 4 people. Not really. There are 2 singles right next to it, which you might use to keep your entire party together, but that of course will double or triple your ticket price. Maybe that's the idea. What it is, however, or ours was, is filthy. The towels and the bed linen were all clean and fresh, but there it ended. I don't expect Amtrak to renovate those all the time, but is cleaning too much to ask? At least to remove some of the dust and grime, or the coffee splashes on the wall, which wiped off straight away as soon as we tried. That's under the seats, that's why you don't want to use it as a storage space. And best for last, the walls and the ceiling over the bunks.
I'm doing a click, little dab, obviously. Completely white, yep.
Without the tin of Lysol wipes from the bathroom, Gremlin wouldn't have slept there.
So I'm cleaning my sleeping situation. I think I need more Lysol. You wouldn't be alone. And in the first
restroom. The bathrooms, however, were clean. They were a little tired, sometimes wet, but clean. Well, the first Gremlin train blue review. Now we're into the ride. It's a bit splashy. Smells okay though. And all necessities are present, so tick. The shower is separate. Not much space to put your things down, but plenty of clean towels. Soap is also provided. The shower can be hairy, so bring flip-flops and mind the water starting instructions. Or you'll end up running up and down in panic on the first evening, and after 10 p.m. there is no staff to help you, not one person. There are 3 toilets, but only 1 shower per car. I expected this to be a problem, but it wasn't. We never waited. So that part was much better than expected. So, all clean and sweet smelling, we can move on to the food. Which was good, airline business class quality, I'd say. But, yeah, of course there was a but coming. The ticket includes 3 lunches, 2 breakfasts and 2 dinners. By lunch number 2, that's barely halfway, some choices were no longer available, including silly little things like sparkling water. As this train stops every 2 hours or more often, including in some major cities, I don't understand. Why can't they pick up some supplies? Also, lunch or dinner, there were only every 2 starters, shrimps and salad. Then just the salad. At that stage, a smidgen tired. Meals are served at designated times only, which move with the time zones that you pass. But don't worry, you can't miss the PA announcements. Some you don't want to miss.
The dining room, you will have a dining room experience, as well as our smell and our warm welcome.
I got what you need in my cafe car. I got what you need in my cafe car.
He actually sounds like them.
The dining car serves on a first-come, first-served basis, no reservations, with communal seating. That means if you're not a party of 4, you're likely to get a mystery diner to shorten the wait and to save staff labor. So, tables available doesn't mean you actually get to sit on your own. You can eat in your compartment, or room as they call it. But it's not a takeaway. They won't give it to you, no matter how much you ask. Your car attendant has to come and get it for you, which may be tricky. And this seamlessly takes me to the service, which wasn't great, with the exception of the cafe attendant. Our car attendant kept the bathrooms clean, which is a major feat already. Otherwise, she was a macavity. Whatever happened, she was never there. And we thought the call button wasn't working. That's why we only ate in the room once, not because it was ridiculously uncomfortable. In the dining car, there were 2 ladies. One was unpleasant. The other one was lovely, but very not good at her job. After 10 in the evening, there was nobody. So on that score, not a terrific experience. But moving on, other amenities. In the morning, there is coffee on tap until about 11. The observation car was not busy, had a choice of seating configurations, and being higher up than our family room often offered a wider perspective. You're also free to walk all the way back to take this sort of a picture. There is no Wi-Fi and for long stretches, no service in your phone either, which is fine because if you have any sense, you'll look at the views. Some people do not have the sense, so they download a lot of stuff in advance. The train leaves Emeryville around 9 a.m., which for us is early, especially if we were to fight the San Francisco traffic across Bay Bridge on our way. So, as advised by some other YouTubers, we stayed here, in the Hyatt suites, which are not to be confused with Hyatt Place, which is rooms, over there. The suites are very nice, probably more than you need for one night, and they come with breakfast. Shower pressure was a little disappointing. But have this one strategic advantage: they're right here, and the station is there. All you have to do is get across this bridge. We were warned against the lifts, but they were actually alright. Not an experience I'd rush back to repeat, but we lived. We did go and check the night before though, because the alternative is climbing all this with all these bags, or taking an Uber or a Lyft to the front of the station. A ride of some 3 minutes not really worth the driver's while, so he's not gonna love you. The check-in procedure was really quick. The baggage reclaim in Chicago was equally as easy. I do this every time, much better than trying to keep your luggage with you. So, if you're expecting some sort of Orient Express experience, well, this is not it. The room, the food, the service are so-so. Which does not mean this is not an amazing journey, because the views are mind-blowing. At least until Denver. Then it just gets flat and boring. Wait, I'll show you next time. Gremlin on the road.